Hey there folks, and welcome back to Spyro Reignited Trilogy 1! When we last left off, we dealt with the rudeness that is Peacemakers, now on to DreamWeavers. But yeah, DreamWeavers, why are you the semi-final one, to be honest? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest when it comes to this level. For an LSD of a level, I'll say this area is way easier than Peacemakers, I gotta say, because compared to the carnage I dealt with in Beastmakers, this is nowhere as close, I will say. This should have been the fourth world, to be honest. But no, this one is the fifth world, just before Nasty's world, I will say. Yeah, we're gonna be doing Nasty's world on the next part, to say. But for now, we got this crazy LSD of a level, I gotta say, because yeah, DreamWeavers is like you took everything imaginary and you gave it a really crazy twist to it. Then you got these weird fools here that if you hit them, they turn the clocks. You have those things, if they get hit, they turn big or small. Then you got Massey here.
The fools you see in this world are invincible, but that does not mean they shouldn't be attacked.
Sounds alright to me.
But yeah, it feels like they didn't want to leave Magic Crafters, but they had to, so they decided to just make it another Magic Crafters at the end of the day, but more crazier, more topsy-turvy to it at the end of the day. But yeah, I did this so poorly here. I still made it though. I just shocked I did that. It's like, oh, what you're supposed to do is you flame him, and then you just jump on it. Not flame him, glide up to the thing, and then do that. I don't know why I did that. I just did that. Don't ask. Just don't ask at all. I'm very incompetent about my strategy sometimes. Oh, what did I do? Instead of just going direct, I go all the way around that shit. As the thing goes. Yeah. So we got some, basically as usual, with loot and stuff. We also have like haunted towers. We have dark passage right there for levels to do in a bit here. But yeah, we got this guy going around shooting his buddies with a gun, and that gun turns them either big or small. Now, when these mooks turn big, you can still hurt them, but it's the armor ones you can't hurt at all when they turn big. So something to note. It's just the big one, the ones without the armor that get big, they can still hit you. It's just they have to be really quick about it. But yeah, there's the boss here, which is Jackulus. We'll be dealing with him sometime sooner or later.
Well done,
Give it the next 40 minutes here.
I hope you know
Here's almost the balloonist, which I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what the requirement was for this. So if anyone wants to say in the comments, go right ahead. Otherwise, I have no idea what the requirement was for that. But we can already just ditch this world and go straight to Nasty's world. Which, I'm not gonna do that. That is hilarious though. Yeah, there's Lofty Castle there, and there's Latif.
Welcome to the DreamWeavers, young one. While chasing Nasty's minions in this world, you must expect the unexpected and prepare for what is not there.
Gonna be honest, I felt like he should be the dragon that we should have first met, but well, there's your introduction. Even though I kinda already introduced you most of it already, so you know, as the thing goes. But yep, there's got a bunch of mooks here just sit on the side because yeah, they can't get hit by the gun at all. Then we got these two. He will never hit those, I will say. So you're gonna have to manually hit them, because I will say you could, like back at Peacekeepers, you can control the can here too. You just have to get out there and go deal with them. And for some reason, he's just not shooting at you at all during this portion here. It's really weird. I feel like he should like start shooting at you, but he ain't for some reason. So we got another dragon here, which is Zikimo or Zakomo.
Hello, Spyro. Nicely done. I'll be done when I've toasted that nasty Nork.
I gotta say he also has a crazy design too, because of the little star sun going there and stuff. Yeah, now onto the can here. Yeah, just use these to fly up there, and I will say it's a bit difficult, but because yeah, it's hard to judge these jumps sometimes. Because yeah, they made sure these jumps that you really have to hit the highest to get there at the end of it. The jumps to the highest basically. Yeah, here's a can here, which yeah, basically flame it and it turns them into smalls if they were big. If they weren't big, they turned to big. Yep, so we got some tinies here and they die. But yeah, they can't really do much when they're small. They tried to smack, but the smacking range is definitely depleted. I should say she's too, because I will say those are the girls. Okay, and we got some clock guys, which yeah, basically just jump up here. I was not for sure I was gonna make that, so I might as well just try again here. I was like, oh god. Yeah, it's sometimes hard to get the camera to rotate fast enough with the character at the end. And I think that's my biggest problem when it comes to this game a little bit, because I feel like the turning sensitivity just needs to be a bit more. I noticed too. When it comes to this game, just a tad bit more. But yeah, there's Icy Flight. That's gonna be our last flight level, by the way, because I'm just gonna say Nasty's World's gonna be interesting level, so because it's not gonna be the same as these hub areas at the end of it. Much different for the most part. Now I think that is basically everything, so I just trying to look forward to the remainder of the gems I missed out here. Okay, it's just those ones. Yeah, I thought it was just 2 there. I was like, wait, no, there's 3. Alright, so up to Haunted Towers, which I forgot Haunted Towers was the first level. Matter of fact, I think in my old Let's Play, I think this was the other level I might accidentally skip too, if I recalled. But luckily, I think I added it in, so when it came to that, yeah, luckily you could just edit in at the end of. Yeah, so up to Haunted Towers for the first level. But yeah, oh boy, Haunted Towers. I will say out of all the roughest levels, this might actually take the cake just a tad. Because of 2 things it has going on, I'll just say. Or, technically, no. Yeah, I would say technically 2 or 3. 2 or 3 for the most part, because there's 3 things you have to deal with when it comes to Haunted Towers. Because there's a special gimmick we're about to deal with here. Because, remember those armored spiders? Well, instead of armored spiders, see those big old metal pieces there? Those are armored knights. And these sorcerers here, while similar to the Thunder sorceress, they can reanimate the knights at the end of the day. And I'm just gonna say, you can't hurt them. Yet. You will have a way to hurt them, because as the saying goes, as the armored spiders, if you remember, there are fairies that go around that will give you the super flame. That's what we need to go find. She will be in this little hut here. Gotta deal with the mid first, there it goes. But we get a little kiss, and we get our spine all covered and decorated, hecking back, and have purple, pinkish purple flame, I would say. Yeah, also we could just break any chest with this, because yeah, so you can buy those fan chests, because those things were stupid since day one. Yep, so getting rid of those and hitting those. As thing goes. And now get another kiss here, because yeah, there is more armored knights, so you make sure to take everything out, because you might as well get the most of the gems, so you don't have to come back for it. Although I will say there is also something else that's also special too, but we'll get there when we get there about that one and such. But for now, just gotta figure out most of the majority of the level. But yeah, you got a little sparkly thing to fly up here because there's just not stairs for some reason. I understand that. But yeah, I've got the sorcerer here reanimating the middle guys. But yeah, they use their helmets to whack you. Yeah, don't get close, whatever you do. You got Kazuko.
Hey, Spyro. All dragons know there's magic in a fairy's kiss. See what it can do to your power of flame.
I do gotta admit, I think these are probably the most interesting dragons when it comes to this section of world, I will say. At least that's the crazy part. Yeah, just basically got bomb throwing mooks at this point. Instead of charging at you, then instead they're gonna chuck bombs. They're bomb norks. Bombs! Yeah, here we got the money chests, or rocket chests in other words. And then we get the little keys. This thing goes. Get the sparky flames. I'm gonna take out these mooks. Yeah, now you guys are just mooks. Oh yeah, I will say the super flame can take out the metal chest. I just forgot to take it out there. Yeah, I will say you want to take things out before you go gem collecting there. So I forgot there's a set of armor there. And stuff, so gotta go back in their keys. Yeah, I think that's the one time consuming part. And I say time consuming loosely because like I said, if you go do the other special thing you do, you don't have to worry about that. Because I don't want to say it yet, but let's just say there's something nice at the end of the branch, I'd say. So, even though I feel bad, because for those that, you know, turn around and just do what I do here, which I forgot to take out that metal chest again. Good God. Dippy me. Good God. Okay, you know what, I'll just say it. There is another fairy that is going to give us a super flame that is basically permanent. There's no time to it. The thing is, it's only just for this level, so that's fine and such, but yeah, you don't have to do the back and forth transitions. You could just turn around and go to that fairy, which that fairy is over there, but you won't be able to get over there yet until we get supercharged, because there's a supercharge section, as you see, right here. Matter of fact. So yeah, we need to use the supercharge to get such. But first we need to make the way, because yeah, I will say there's a bunch of several doors here, so I just run right into Watalo.
Hold your horns. Here comes Spyro.
Patience, little one. You'll soon have the opportunity to battle the one who matters most. Nasty Nork.
So a quick question, is he a genie dragon, or is he just a dragon holding a lamp? When it comes to that one. As Zangus. Oh yeah, and I didn't realize there was a fairy right here too. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, you do not need to go all the way back again, or fairy. Alright, time to get rid of these fools and bump into the wall because it might troll sometimes. Got a bunch of gems here. And I could have hit that door there, but I wasn't fast enough. Fast to react to that. So mostly like self-centering myself for some reason, I'm not sure why. Yeah, here's the way we're gonna need to have the supercharge for, and they're expecting you to use a supercharge to hit that. No, just get the super flame. Just save yourself a trip, you know. I am curious if you can supercharge and wrap yourself around and jump over there, because I sometimes wonder if that's intentional or what exactly there. It's really weird because it looks like it wants you to run around like on the donut bit there. Oh, got another armor guy there, but you won't have to deal with him just yet. So we get into the keys. I guess to say I'm basically playing what someone would have played this as if they didn't ever realize about the fairy. So apologies, this is gonna take a bit, but it is what it is. But then again, you got a fairy like in every corner, so as time consuming this feels like, it's not so bad, to be honest. It's just you have to get a kiss like every time, and position yourself for the fairy to get you, so in that case. I might as well get these gems here because I don't think there's that many left. And I got whacked. Alright, Reanimator, get out of here. As the thing goes. And that's technically it for the level, except for the little secret part to go deal with. which is that supercharged section. Because as you notice, there was a platform on the other side of this tower here. That's where we need to get to. But in order to get to, we need to use the supercharge to get there, and such. Okay, you just basically just run right on the tip of the arrow if you really want to, because you don't want to get that hyperspeed just yet. As thing goes. You want right there, and there we go. Just we made it to the far side, which is, I gotta say, off the beaten path as the saying goes, but it does kind of reward you at the end of it. And here is Capano, I guess.
You've become a master of the supercharge. Great work.
But yeah, such a simple coffee mug loving dragon. Alright, now into this part. I will say be quick on your toes for this next part, because you need to race against the reanimator here before he reanimates all the armored guys, and I did it just like that, except for this moment here where for some reason he has freaking blockage. But I still did it. So here is the fairy that will give you the infinite super flame for this level alone. Yeah, basically we do not have any time to deal with now, so basically you go do what you want. Now, should I said you should get to this one first before you ever venture further? I say yeah, like very much on that. So technically I should have just, super flamed for flaming myself on the fairies on the way there, and then just go back with the invincibility super flame and then do the rest there, because otherwise you don't really take much use of this, or take much advantage of this at the end of it, as most of the gems, if all the gems, are just there. So that wraps that for Haunted Towers at the end there. But at least I did the stairs part in one go. That's usually a tough part to do. But I think I just learned at this point about that in the near high sign, I will say. But that basically ends Haunted Towers at the end of the day, which for Haunted Towers, not a bad level. This has a bit of a restriction to it, to say. A fun, or not much of a fun restriction, but it's just a pestering restriction. So now on to the next one, which I believe is Dark Passage. But yeah, Dark Passage is a very interesting level for the most part. Because, so you know the gimmick from that cannon? Well, that gimmick is going to apply at Dark Passage as well here. Once I basically get there. Because I will say, compared to the other worlds, this one does take a bit of getting around to at the end of it. As you have to careen across from island to island here. As this is basically floating ice holes at the end of the day. Yeah, like I said, it's like, if you want Magic Crafters and you wanted a 2.0 version, here you go. But more mystic awareness, I would say. Like, oh man, floating ice holes, ghostly towers, and it's like a bit of a fairy tale, but it's not the full fairy tale implied. It's like somewhat of the fairy tale. Like example, Dark Passage here. Dark Passage, well, if these creatures are ever in the dark, they become a lot more stronger, like that. However, when the fool turns his light back on, because for some reason he'll just turn his light on, I don't know why. I will say there's eventually a smart one, to say, but for now we just deal with those ones where they just mess with their companions technically. But yeah, when they get big, they will technically either chase after you, or like the turtle's case, shoot homing fireballs at you. I will say when they're little, they also shoot fireballs too, but I don't think they home in. So. Now the dogs, on the other hand, you can still take them out no matter what. It's just, they're kind of more of an issue. But here's Cassilia.
The enemies here
can be
quite frightening, but you should watch the fools.
I'd rather flame the fools.
Now you're thinking.
Yep, and then we also have little imp devil demons that shoot fire arrows at us. Where is this world gone to? Yeah, you basically got demon dogs, but yeah, they'll gobble you if you're that close. Cause I didn't think they will charge right at you, but oh crap, they do. Yeah, I didn't realize they charge at you till that point. It's like, oh, okay, so careful get close. I will say, even as small ones, they'll kind of do that too, but the range has to be closer. Because, like, example, what was right there, where you just try to move in on me. Here's another dragon, which we got Azizi.
Thank you for releasing me.
Thank you for releasing me. I'm doing the classic cliche. Yeah, I will say, I think they kind of just gave up and then started doing the thank you for releasing me classic ones, because yeah. There's still some though that still, you know, say a little difference compared to the original. But then you have ones right there. Point blank. The thing goes. You got the Imp Devil with the Firebow again. Got Turtle. Oh god. Oh god. Get down, dog. Down. And stay down. Yep. There goes all those Imp Demons. Now you may think that this is like the level, right? Is that it? But no, it's not. Here's Bakari.
You know, I think you just might be the dragon to defeat Nasty Nork. That's me, all right.
That's that guy, I hope so. Got some gems here, so you probably know some. There's a bit of area right there. So yeah, if we glide across here, we just drop glide on in. You basically go into that area. Okay, so now I deal with more of these American bulldogs and imp demons here, because I think that's what those are. I don't know. Don't know fully about my dog characteristics, what kind of dog they are. So sorry to say if I just don't have that right. Got a rocket chest there. Hop it. Keep it fire quicker. 38 lives. Yeah. I just drop glide once again. Yeah, they really, like, for this world, they want you to learn how to basically drop shoot your way in the things too, I will say. There's gonna be another level where they kind of really want you to do that big time. And then we got these turtles here, but as you notice, this fool got smart. He didn't turn on his freaking light. He's actually serious. It's like, oh my god. But yeah, you just get to him, just flame him and deal with the turtles. Because yeah, the turtles are the immortal part. Because it seems like anything with armor, that they get big, you just can't touch them. That thing goes. Deal with the Imp Demon, the English Bulldogs again. Or the turn demons. We got some turtles. Where are the turtles? Get back. Yeah, you turtle. Or tortoise. One of two. It's one of two. But here's Apara. Might be the last dragon.
Thanks, Spyro. I'd love to help you catch Nasty, but I'd really hate to be trapped in Crystal again.
Don't worry. The only one that's gonna be trapped is him.
Oh my god, he actually broke the... He gave us war. He gave us the reason why these big dragons don't go after Nasty Nork, and that is the reason why. It's because they are afraid to get crystallized again. If they so happen to deal with Nasty Nork. Because you will see an example of that once we get into Nasty's world. Because just to say, you know, some of those dragons we saved, might have to save them again. They're just so easy to get statuized. With American Bulldogs. Get them out of here. We got the Melchus, and then we got another one. Which is Obase.
Thank you for releasing me.
Oh, you're just the classic. And you're the 69th dragon too. You said thank you for releasing me. Alright, someone make that into a sexual punch. We got a fire imp here. Let's go call them fire imps. Oh, and he fireball as soon as I hit him. But yeah, that's the fun part about these little turtles. I'm very unsuspected about that fireball. Yeah, deal with those. Deal with the other amps there. And get all these gems, which hopefully that is the rest of it. Because yeah, when it comes to this area, it's a bit hard to tell if this is all of it or not sometimes. Look at that rocket go. Going all the way around. We got a bunch of gems here, and that is enough. Okay. So that's Dark Passage. Very... As long as you basically take the ore, you're basically kind of fine at the end of that. But here's the return home, and we're out of here. I will say, I do love the background biome for Dark Passage. Very mystical and purpley. And reddish. Very Irish reddish. Red. Or Irish. Iris red. I don't know why I kept trying to say ish. Yep, that's Dark Passage for you. Alright, now on. Oh! Yeah, here. You got lucky on that hit. Alright, so now on to. I believe. Is it Lofty Castle? It might be Lofty Castle. So yeah, I believe Lofty Castle is this way while the Icy Flight is up to the jump way. So we're gonna deal with Lofty Castle here. Yeah, Lofty Castle. Usually I don't talk about music, but when it comes to like best Spyro tracks, Lofty Castle does take the cake on that. It's just very simple and charm. We'll say once we get there. Yeah, how's your day going? As it goes, because I didn't know what else to say. But yep. So, Lofty Castle, there is a special objective when it comes to this one. You have to release three fairies that are trapped in cages. So, over time, throughout the level here, we'll be seeing fairies trapped in cages, and we have to rescue them. And there's up to 3 that will help. Once you help those 3, they help you get over to places you can't get to. Also, you gotta deal with these big Norks that are just right on a balloon that's going up and down. I don't know what that's about. And these weird birds, I don't know what they are at the end of the day. It's some kind of chicken bird. Very weird. Oh, they fly now. They fly now, they fly now. Everything goes. And then we got Imp here. And then we got a fairy, and then try to get cool about this and try to jump over there while maybe taking him out in the process. But let's see if I do this, shall we? And service says the doubts win. I definitely failed on that. It's like, oh my god, come on. Alright. Well, anyways. Pop in his balloon and by he goes. And thus they make a I won't say teleport, but based on flight. Some kind of flight portal thing. I don't want to say portal because it's not teleportation. But yeah, here's Mudada.
Fairies are always on your side, Spyro.
So, gotta say, a big old doll, so cute. Or a weird, I would say 40-year-old dragon. I don't know what to think of at the end there. I want to say cute, but I don't know if I want to say cute. Deal with this imp, and by the way, you can deal with this North here if you just aim it just right. And you don't have to deal with him later on here. Goodbye, Big Nork. Now, I was trying to get choosy and try to figure out which way I need to go here. You want to go to the right first. So, right is the right of the way, I would say. And here's Barute.
Thank you for releasing me.
Thank you for releasing me. God dang it. Alright, now I'll deal with these cages again. Okay, use this one to get up there. I guess I would say flight pass. I guess they're called flight pass at the end of the day. Yeah, it'll make you have flight pass, basically. Yeah, Spyro just can't manually fly. I would like this to be a game where you can do fly and platform while at it. But it'll be very difficult. I will say it'll be very difficult. That's why it hasn't been attempted yet. The closest you could technically say is the Legend series, if you want to talk about that. But I really don't want to talk about that. I'm not against the Legend series though, but it is a lot different of a taste buds than what we have here. Because yeah, the Legend series is so different. I don't want to be a negligent and a, you know, aggressive bunhole, but I just never played that one. I played the Crash Mutants one. I don't want to touch that one ever again. If there's anything that came good out of that, is the embryo scenes in Cortex. Well, besides the final moment of the Minority Mutants, we don't talk about that moment. That's when it just got random as all hell. That's when they just lost their heads. Like, literally. Here's a dragon right here, what you got? Lucini.
Ah, Spyro, thanks. Supercharge will get you to new places here in Lofty Castle, too. See where it takes you.
Oh, is it weird? He kind of looks like a bad guy dragon, but yeah, he's a good guy dragon. That's like thunder horns and everything, too. Like, good God, he could be the Thunder Dragon one. But he ain't. That one technically goes to Cinder. But yeah, it makes me wonder how they're going to introduce Cinder in the regular Spyro universe. Compared to the Legends one. Speaking of Legends. There's one thing I do know that is technically a good character that came out of Legends, it was technically Cinder. Even though Cinder's role didn't really came to existence until the third final game outside. It's very weird on that matter. And then Skylanders, well, if you're gonna play Skylanders, just play the first one. Don't worry about the other ones. Just play the first one, if you can. This kind of sucks though, you have to have the figures to play it, but I think emulation just says otherwise on that, so just to save your trip, just get the emulation. This thing goes, because that was back then when Activision tried to charge us with physical DLC. It wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. People saw right through that. The game quality just wasn't better. So it was a top-down Diablo beat 'em up using Spyro characters. And I say Spyro characters loosely. It was just mostly just Spyro. There was no Hunter. No Hunter, no money bags. I would love to see Moneybags playable. He is one of the characters I'm shocked to this day is not a playable character, period. When we get to him, eventually, but yeah. Just dealing with the imp demons and the fairies as we go here, because yeah, Lofty Castle, technically isn't much to say, because it's kind of just a bit of a, overall the same. It just has the fairy goal and matter. And then with these flying weird chickens. Once again. Okay, there's gonna be one gem I forgot. Yep, it was that one. I knew it. I knew it all this time. See, I was wondering, I was like, hey, is that gem down there? Oh crap. And then in a matter of seconds here. And off he goes. Off he goes again. I have a habit of saying that sometimes. If the weave is just right, I'll say that. As the thing goes. Yeah, now we just need to fly over there, because I don't know why I took that one. Oh yeah, if you're wondering what that glimmering is over there, that's just one of those little weird eyeball things. For the Spyro's life counter thing. So yeah, in case you're wondering about that, I thought that was a gym there. I was like, that can't be a gym. I have all the gyms. No, they had the same glimmer as a gym does. Very weird in regards. Because yeah, because I will say the enemies do respawn whenever you go down and such. You have to retake them down. When you retake them down, they drop those weird eyeball things. Little orbs, I should say. But yeah. Let's say eyeballs. They look like eyeballs. Like, where else? Everything else. Yeah, speaking of, 40 lives. Alright, so now on to Icy Flight here, which I should have looked to the right here because I just recalled about something too. When you deal with those guys the first time, I think this is a remake thing they added, but let's go look at those mooks. Notice that they're small. I didn't realize that. I was like, wait, they're small. I don't have to deal with this. Because I was just doing all the leisure doing this because I think I have an OG mindset about this. Because I think in the OG you have to turn around and then re-shrink them. Otherwise, you have to just ram through them, basically. Just to go to Icy Fight. If there's any other annoyance you have to deal with, is these two fools here for getting the platforms up. Time fools. Jump across here, and then now onto Icy Flight, which, yeah, Icy Flight. Let's talk about confusion, okay? This one was very confusing of what lineup you should really do when it comes to this level. So, yeah, I'm just gonna say this first portion here. just watch this first portion here. As we just see here, I was like, oh my god, which way do I need to go here? Do I need to go through the lights, or do I need to go through the train, or what? Oh, there's a treasure chest over there. Oh my god. Oh, and the water I go. Alright, so here's the right path about this, because screw showing the other 8 times I did this. To save, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes there. What you're supposed to do is, well, not that. Okay, I'm just showing an extra one just in case, for extra measure. Alright, here's the actual run. I didn't get. Oh my god, how many times I messed up? Jesus Christ, I gotta edit these out. What is wrong with it now? Yeah, here's more. Here's what you're supposed to do. You hit all these lighthouses or something like that, spotlights, and then you basically go back. Like you hit like half the portion of the spotlights, and then there's this glowing treasure chests here that you want to hit too on top of it. So hit all those, and then probably wrap around here technically, but I just bounced off. So yeah, basically just do this, and you're technically fine. And then now you need to get back to the train, because the train is the next thing to technically take out. Yeah, I do say loosely about this, because as soon as you hit this room here, which I thought I was going the right way about this, I was like, wait, no, he's going that way. Oh crap. Because they do give you a lot of leeway about this, and they kind of should, because of what you're about to deal with here. Because besides the trains, you deal with these copter guys. These copter guys, I ain't asked to deal with, but I might as well deal with the train first before I deal with them. Yeah, deal with the train first, and then go deal with the copter guys there. Otherwise, you have to wait until that train comes back around, which you don't want to do that. And deal with the up and downs of this flight, because god, one of the reasons I remember about these flight levels kind of suck is the ups and downs are kind of difficult to navigate. Deal with these copter guys once again. Flame him, and then that is basically Ice Flight. I'll be honest, I thought it was a bit tough, but no, it's just very confusing on how to deal with it at the end of the day. But that's how you deal with Icy Flight at the end of it. But yeah, Icy Flight just not a fun level. Just kind of a mess. It's just like all over the place. It's like, okay, do I deal with the spotlights, or do I deal with the chest, or do I deal with the train? It's like you're presenting all 3 things at me. It's like, what do I do? No, what you're supposed to do is you deal with the lighthouse first. Then I don't call it lighthouse at this point. Even I'm confused even what the hell you call those. The spotlights, the treasure chests, the trains a little bit, and then you have to stick around, deal with some of the coppers, and then when you see the next train come by, deal with that train. And hopefully, within the time, it's all fine and dandy. But now, anyways, on to Jackules. Which, Jackules is a weird level, I'll just say, because instead of finding one dragon, there's 2 dragons you get to find here. You also get to deal with like an armored wizard guy and some lady wizard with the flowers that want to smack you for some reason. I don't know what to say. This is the LSD part of the set. Yeah, you got a bunch of fools here that you need to smack over time to get to somewhere. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out because I remember there's one here that you got to smack to get that down. But yeah, that can go down, but you need to smack a fool to. But yeah, of course he got me though. Yeah, they want you to jump charge into them. On top of it, get these treasure chests and stuff. Let's see what else here. Trying to figure out. I guess fly across here. There's a fool here. But yeah, I guess go ahead and get this stuff because you might want to. Yeah. Strangely, there's two fools here to help you up that, which I don't know why I'm going back. I'm just being stupid. Anyways, what you're supposed to do is get this key and 2 gold gems there. And you technically don't have to worry about that section at all because there's technically 2 ways of going about it when getting up to there. You can go that way to go deal with them, or you can go the other way here, which is this way. Because yeah, this all has a 2-way split going on here. And it's very odd for the most part. And you're probably wondering what's that clock guy doing here. This clock guy is for that, all the way over there. So that's the fun part. But you're putting that guy too, so you can get up here. And then yeah, you notice that this thing is now down. This weird hourglass thing. But yeah, here's the first dragon, which is Unica.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Take care.
Okay, I won't give him crap because at least he said a little bit more than just saying thank you for releasing me. Take care, Spyro. I will commit to that. But yeah, sometimes those fools don't also have hourglass, which I almost died there, good god. Yeah, what you're supposed to do is use the flight path. Get up here and just flame them all down. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will say, I think there's a trophy where they don't want you, or where they don't want you to, or they want you to take all of them out without landing, basically. So when you start taking out the one, you have to take all the other ones out before you land. So I almost did that if I didn't hit the platform there. But it could be a skill point too, I will say, because I think Jackass is one of those cases where I have 2 skill points instead of 1. Now I need to get over there, which is a bit tough. But it is doable. I'm kind of shocked I made that, but then the flight path tried to take me back. I was like, no, I don't need to go yet. I need these. It's a very tough piece of terrain to get to begin with. Yeah, surprisingly I made that. I'm very shocked. I was like, that looked like I wasn't gonna make that. This thing goes. 'Cause yeah, it's so hard to judge sometimes of the jump swing to one to another. Alright, now I gotta figure out a way to get back because yeah, speaking of judging jumps length, I'm trying to figure out what way to get back here. It's like, oh, I can't go back that way. There's no way I can go back that way. Or maybe I can. Let's see here. At this point, it's either do or die, it seems. So, there you go. And look, I made it. That's it. Oh, okay. And then I thought about going that way. It's like, wait, no, I don't need to go that way. I need to go to the other way. Yeah, because as the saying goes, there's all paths to this at the end of it. So now I'll try this again. With the weird lizard lady with the flower. I don't even know what to call them. Try to get that gem, and that gem's being a butt. Come here, gem. There we go. Get the green gem, the blue gem. Oh. Okay, there we go. Get the hourglass here. Find these ladies again. Please, ladies, be nice with those flowers. There goes. Yeah, she goes. Again. Put this fool here. Not boy, fool. I put the key in the chest, and then we got 25 gems and four blue gems. Okay. I got these guys, which you gotta be careful about how you charge into them, because you want the jump charge. The green, the blue, and ooh, okay, there we go. Oh God! Oh, he doubly dead. Doubly dead. Doubly dead. Get the gems here, and now on to the last dragon for this world, which is Revel. A Revel, I should say.
Any advice before this battle?
Advice? A wise dragon once told me aim high in life, but watch out for flying boxes.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't even know what to say about that either, but yeah, meet Jacule. So Jacule, so basically just run to a certain point, so eventually you flame him, but he'll try to throw boxes at you, as Revel implied. For advice. So yeah, so basically just get to Jacule and flame him. That's all you have to do. And I will say, to get to him, very not difficult at all, as you can see here. As we are already in the final phase, I think. It's like they tried to make an actual boss fight, but it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, okay, how quick do we want him defeated at the end of the day? Like, 10 seconds or a minute? 10 seconds? Alright, we'll go with 10 seconds. And that's how fast Jacule is to defeat at the end of the day. And then, yeah, you probably noticed that ain't all the gems. Where's the rest of the gems? Just right here at the end. For some reason, the other 25 are just here. It's like, oh. Okay then. Well, that's Jacule's for you. But yeah, Jacule's, as the saying goes, it's just another one of those lousy bosses where you just come up to him and flame him in the face. Just like Blowhard. Which is weird. It's like, it even connects even more of a reason why DreamWeavers is like a 2.0 to Magic Crafters. It's like, I'm just confused, like utterly confused. I mean, I understand why they separated and put Beastmakers fourth, because they don't want too much of the same, but it kind of is the same. So, if you think about it, it's just like, what if you took Magic Crafters and made it more aggressive? And this is kind of what you get at the end of it. And that's DreamWeavers for you at the end of it. So that's about it for this part today. So now I'll show you a teaser of Nasty's World. So yeah, in that case, I'll see you guys all next time. You guys take care and such. But let's see about Nasty's World real quick before I call it here. As we get there very slowly. I feel like sometimes I should probably cut these. Because I'd have to push if I would, you know, cut the loading times on this a little bit. I guess not. I guess not at all. But yeah, when we get to here, as you probably notice. Hey guys, look, it's an actual hub area. It's literally just a circle hub area. So in that case, I'll see you guys all next time. You guys take care. I hope you enjoyed what you watched here. And until then, ciao. Enjoyed the view of Nasty's World. If there's like much to really talk about besides the giant dragon steampunk heads and stuff. But until then, people, ciao.